The status of the CNMI-only conditional parole program is currently under review by a new Department of Homeland Security secretary. And we speak with the United States Customs and Border Protection for further details.
I'm aware of the interest in the status of the conditional parole, and as I briefed each of them very clearly, where we are right now is in the same natural part of the process that we are anytime there's a new administration or a new secretary of DHS.
As there is a new secretary with the Department of Homeland Security, Christian Nelson, and Director of Field Operations with the United States Customs and Border Protection, Brian Humphrey, explains this process.
So, for example, under the previous administration, each new secretary we had to independently determine for themselves what their position would be on whether or not to continue exercising their discretionary authority to enforce the parole. Not unlike those cases, we have a new administration, we have a new secretary, and she, at this point, is in the process of weighing all the information available to her for her to independently determine what her position will be on the parole.
Humphrey says this is a normal course of action and there has not been a decision made.
It is fair to say she's weighing all the information before her. She's certainly aware of the governor's position. She's aware of MVA's position. She's aware of the economic impact. She's aware of the border security piece. She's weighing all that information like every previous secretary who comes new to the job and has to decide what her position is.
While this independent decision is currently under review, Humphrey says he understands how this may draw concerns.
But I can understand anytime there's any discussion at all about the parole, it's an incredibly serious matter. I appreciate that. I respect that. And obviously it raises the anxiety level anytime there's even discussion about something as normal as a regular decision that has to be made as part of any new administration. Even that discussion increases the anxiety level and potentially can lead to concerns and potential misinterpretation.
And Congressman Kilili Sablan says this uncertainty is the concern, as it opens the possibility for discontinuing the program.
I have since early this year, heard whispers about this program. I met with CBP Regional Director, Mr. Humphrey, and, it would be so simple if he has said no, nothing is going to happen to it, but, that's not what he said, so.
And in response, Humphrey says this.
I understand that there was some information from our meeting with Congressman Sablan, and I certainly am aware, as I said, that we know there's a lot of anxiety around the parole, and anytime it's discussed, it raises that level, understandably. But I'll tell you, we deeply, professionally and personally respect Congressman Sablan.